Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Subject of my vlog today is what every Filipina online doesn't want you to know. But before I get started, let me welcome my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing. I'll never take that for granted. Merry Christmas to everybody out there who celebrates Christmas. It's Friday morning here, actually Christmas Eve. Beautiful morning in Center Mall in St. Carlos City, Negros Occidental. And I just want to talk about a subject that many people sweep under the rug. They'll never talk about. You know, the nitty-gritties never hurt anybody. And everybody knows I don't sugarcoat anything. But let me put this disclaimer out there. This video is not to degrade anyone or put anybody down. I don't make videos like that. This is just an attempt, another attempt by me to pull the covers back off the charade that surrounds the mythical relationships between the Filipina and the world. I'm just trying to educate the uninitiated and give them some insight into the life of the Filipino. There's a lot hiding behind that pretty face and that pretty smile. A lot of these young women, they're carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. But here's what every Filipino online doesn't want you to know. And that's this: how desperate her situation really is. Many of these women online are at the end of their rope. Life is so bad that it's impossible to deal with. Reality is kicked in. They know now that there's no Richard Gomez or Coco Martin coming to save them. So they turn to online dating when all else has failed. This is their last hope. But the Filipino would never admit it. She puts up a great front online, at work, in front of her family. See, her pride is not going to allow her to show her true situation. She's in denial. It's just like my present girlfriend. See, this vlog is based on my boots on the ground experiences. What I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. I'm not speculating. I'm not making anything up. I'm just passing on to you what I've learned. I'm not an expert on Filipinas or the Philippines. I don't believe no one is. But what I've learned, I can help you. Maybe you can understand her a little bit better and help you understand yourself a little bit better, because in all honesty, we're two sides of the same coin. We're both in desperation mode. We just reach it from different directions, from different angles. But my girlfriend, as good a life as we're living right now, and we're far from rich in being rich in money. She walks around as if she's lived this way her entire life. It's just not true. But that's the front that she puts up. She will never admit that now that we're together and she met me and we're living a life that she never knew existed. It's her pride. She'll never admit it. You know, some of the most beautiful women in the Philippines, they work in the bar. That's just a fact. Desperation has pushed them into the bar. Do you think that they just woke up one day and said, you know what, I'm going to throw away my life, all of my hopes and dreams, everything, and go to work as a bar girl and prostitute myself, embarrass my family? No. It's a gradual progression, ladies and gentlemen. When I was in college, I went to college for 1 year at Jefferson Community College. I took a sociology class. One of the best decisions I ever made. And we learned about the criminal and how he's produced in American society. When he first comes into contact with crime, he hates it. But the longer he stays around crime, the more he accepts it, and eventually he embraces it. This is what happens to the Filipina who eventually ends up in the bar. She still has dreams. If we ever take the time to really stop and talk with these women and try to get a real understanding of who they are, instead of rushing head first, literally head first, with our little head, into these relationships, man, you'll find out a whole lot more, not only about her, but about yourself. They still have hopes. They still have dreams. They've just given up. They've lost all their dignity. See, this is the nitty-gritty, as far as I see it. The only difference between a bar girl and a woman online is the woman online still has some dignity left and strong family values. She has that to hold on to. That's the only thing that stopped her from sliding down that slippery slope. You know, we're talking about young women here who's lost all hope. 20, 22, 28, even 30. Life has become so bad that's impossible to deal with. They see no other way out. And desperation pushes the 25-year-old Filipina in the prime of her life into the arms of the dirty old man. We're two sides of the same coin, people. You can be in denial all you want. We're both in desperation mode. We just reached it from a different angle. These young women, only thing that keeps them from falling off the edge is that shred of dignity that they hold so strongly onto. We call these relationships everything but what they really are. It's really a cry for help. They're losing hope, and they're losing hope fast. If they have a job, their life becomes a blur. Long hours, less and less sleep. Then finally the day comes when they can't get out of bed. How do I know that? My ex-wife, a beautiful woman with work, who I lived with for 8 years. Would work, before I met her, would work from 7 in the morning to 11 at night. She'd get home at 11 at night. But in order to make it to work at 7 in the morning, she'd have to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And the day came when one day she got up and she collapsed. She had worked herself into exhaustion like a lot of these women do. Hindsight being 20/20 now, I look back, my wife, my ex-wife rather, is the most unlikeliest woman to date a foreigner, to be online looking for a man. She's educated, she's beautiful, she's intelligent, but desperation pushed her there. We're two sides of the same coin, man. You know, I make this video to try to share my experience, strength, and hope with people. There's a lot hiding behind that pretty smile and that pretty face, man. A lot of these women are carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. Life has become so bad that it's hard to deal with. They don't see any other way out, so they go online. Many of them have been on these dating sites for years and years, and what keeps them on there is every successful and happy relationship that they see gives them hope that one day that's going to be them. That's the only thing that keeps them on there. So thank you so much for stopping by today. I really, really appreciate it. I just wanted to talk about this today. It came across my mind when I was in Cebu, and I saw just the struggle in the people's eyes. And I said, you know, that correlates with what I see in the eyes of a lot of the women that I've met online. My son's mother, see, I've had 3 serious relationships over here. My son's mother, we was together for 2 years. She was so angry with me when we broke up. And you know why? Because I was her last hope, she thought. She thought, you know, hey, this was my chance to escape, to get out of here, to live a better life. And she hated me for a long time, for years, really. But now, you know, time healed that. She eventually got married, moved to North Carolina. She's divorced now, living a good life, taking care of the family over here. But what every Filipino online doesn't want you to know is how bad, how desperate her situation really is, man. Life has become unbearable for a lot of these women. Why do you need to know that? Because maybe by understanding her a little bit more, you can understand yourself a little bit more. Maybe you'll take the time to get to know her. Don't rush into the relationship head first, literally head first. Because a lot of times, believe it or not, we do more harm than good when we come over here. Our intentions are good, but we do harm. You know, when you see these stories where you see the guy, I don't know, he was American, Italian, whatever it was, has 8 babies by 8 different Filipinas. I don't know why you're so shocked. Desperation allows that to happen. A lot of these women online, they're grasping for straws. They're willing to believe the fairy tales that we weave for them. They're willing to trust you. So by me doing videos like this, you kind of understand why she says the things she says, why she does the things she does. For a lot of them, this is it. This is the end of the road. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you're in America, I don't know what time this is going to upload. The signal is still bad here, but everything else is good. So if you're in the bed, I hope before you got in the bed, you help somebody. Or if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, you're just getting off second shift or you're on your lunch break, please help somebody. It's the Christmas season. Even if it's not the Christmas season, man, we should always be thinking about others, man. If you can't think about other people right now, you never will. It's nothing Sunshine Shoulders can do for you. If you're in the Philippines, Christmas will still go on. I got an email from Beach of Life last night. He said, Calvin, the typhoon would never stop Christmas in the Philippines. Their faith in their religion is so strong, and he was so true with that. I needed that, by the way. Sometimes the motivator needs motivating, and it was just a great email message that he sent me. We're going to recover. San Carlos City is well on its way to recovering. The electric company, the utility companies have been working 24 hours to restore power, water, phone service. Because I told you in that other video, man, this is a well-managed city. Well-managed. I'm going to give you, there's a picture of the city hall, and then behind it is the new city hall that's going up. We're going to help each other. We're going to love each other back to life over here. Today, as everybody knows, every Friday during the pandemic, we do the spin wheel. We give away 1,000 pesos or more. With this, today we're going to give away 25,000 pesos. We're going to spin the wheel 25 times and award 25 of my lucky Filipino subscribers 1,000 pesos each to help them with their Christmas, to help them to make it through this tragedy. I was going to do it in celebration of my 25,000 subscribers, because I'm getting close and I want to thank y'all for that. But because of everything, Christmas and all that, I decided to move it up because people need help. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free, and I'll see you next time.